Hi, Aquarius. Everything's going to be okay. Your ruling planet, or one of your ruling planets, Saturn, is now direct in Pisces. Uranus is still retrograde in Taurus. You get Pluto on November 19th, and then in Sagittarius season, you get Venus as well. So it's a little sweet and it's a little sour. But Aquarius, you help progress us as a species. You help progress us forward. And you're going to have to feel all these feels. You're going to have to go through what you got to go through because I'm sorry, baby, but you're paving the way to our future. Grab your essentials. You need to hear this. Yo, 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 Aquarius. It's your girl, Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024, baby. Hydrate, light it if you need it. This is just the beginning. And you got this. I promise you got this. Everything's going to be okay. Some of you have needed, some Aquarians have really needed to get their ass handed to them. But the ones who are here, probably like you just needed a little nudge towards some transformation. And it's okay. We're going to get that. I want to go ahead and clear out the energy, create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thank you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024, baby. All right. On December 7th, you get Venus. Go check out that Sagittarius season astrology video that has all the important astrological dates that you need to be aware of. But let's go in for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Their greatest and highest good. Asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024. I feel like there's a lot of emotions that are coming up. There's a lot of things that are happening, and you can't run from it the way that you used to. You can't just turn it off. You can't just dissociate the way that you used to. You can't just like evade emotionally or disillusion yourself or just like go cold or turn off. Like you're going to have to feel everything. Not that you were unfeeling before, Aquarius. It's just a matter of like, you can't run from these transformations that are coming in. And you shouldn't. I love this. First card out is the King of Wands. So the first thing to be clarified on the Selenite throne in Sagittarius season is what's your relationship to your confidence? What's your relationship to you really trusting yourself, you being able to trust in your originality, you being able to really like get up on the good foot and start really like progressing forward. I do feel like there's something about tapping into what do you want your future to look like? How do you want to feel? How do you want to experience your power, your confidence? I also hear like grace, having grace with yourself. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements playing a big role in your life or being heavily on your mind, especially if there's a romantic relationship that's formed between you guys. I feel like there's somebody that has been a good example, or there's someone that's coming in to be a really good example. This could be someone that's very like, you know, partner or spouse material in some sort of way. The Queen of Swords reversed. this could be somebody from your past that you did not treat well, or they didn't treat you well. There could just be something about like things that are left unspoken, things that need to be said, um, holding yourself back, biting your tongue, like being indirect, being petty, being rude, being cold, possibly. You just may not be feeling yourself, or there could be someone that you realize, like, fuck, I need to say this. I need to get this off my chest. I say a lot of you, but flip it. Somebody may be coming to you with that energy. There could be someone that like tried to handle things um in an amicable manner, and ultimately, Aquarius, there's a lot of pain that needs to be transmuted in, like, it needs to be articulated. There's a lot of things that you need to say. There's a lot of like getting your mind wrapped around things. There's something there around like unspoken words, unspoken heartfelt energy, like unexpressed emotions. Is someone being sharp with you or rude, or are you finding yourself being that way with somebody else? 2 court cards out, so I do feel like there's already kind of a lot of cooks in the kitchen, or there may just be very like your interactions with people are really important in this season. Please continue for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024. And I feel like you just got to figure out, like, going forward, how do you want to show up? Who are you trying to be? The Hermit at the center of the reading. And I feel like in order for you to determine those answers, you need alone time. There may be like too many people trying to influence you, or you're going to too many people for advice or wisdom or guidance in some sort of way. And the answers that you're seeking are inside of you. And the answers come to you in stillness, in quiet, in solitude. When you start to really observe what's going on in your subconscious mind, what's really like going on underneath the surface, underneath the hood. You know, there's just like, some of you may be finally going to therapy. Some of you may be finally getting some kind of a counselor, or becoming a counselor, giving advice to other people. Just make sure if you are a therapist, or if you are counseling or guiding other people, that you have made effort to do the work for yourself before you go advising others. Just be aware of that. I do feel like there's something about having your own particular version of like Into the Wild, isolating yourself, or maybe you may be feeling isolated or feeling all alone. Do you feel lonely? Do you feel distance from your friends? I do feel like there is going to be a change in your friend group, a change in the company that you keep, because you are the sign of hopes, wishes, friends, and friends in higher places. And there's something about like understanding that you're a culmination of the 5 people that you hang out with the most, according to science. And if everybody around you is just comfortable with good enough, or comfortable getting by, or they just want to party and bullshit, whatever you're surrounded with is what you're going to absorb. And so there's just something around like taking a look around, like, is this the vibe? Is this what I want to keep doing? Is this who I want to keep being influenced by? Because though you may think you're not being influenced by the company that you keep, you subconsciously are. You know, and so there's something around making sure that you understand that you can end any uncomfortable cycles that you're in by way of being like having more quality alone time. There's a lot coming up for you to analyze. There may be somebody specifically with Virgo or Aquarius placements that has a lot to show you, to teach you. And I do think you're going to try to escape. You are going to try to like evade what's going on, or evade these ordeals that are coming in, evade the transformations that are coming up. But you may end up burning yourself out if you do. So I would not suggest running. I would not suggest, lying your way through this transit. Final card, final message, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024. Nice! See? It's the Ace of Cups with the Temperance card on the bottom of the deck. And because I love you, underneath the Temperance card is the Ten of Cups. And then the fucking Chariot and the Sun. I'm telling you, it gets better, but you got to have the darkness before dawn, you know? And I feel like a lot of you are going through a period of recovery. This could be recovering from some kind of an upsetting situation, or this could be like recovery from some variation of an addiction. And addictions don't have to be substances. You can be addicted to going to the gym. You could be addicted to overeating. You could be addicted to toxic relationships. You could be addicted to, you know, going back and forth, or addicted to drama, addicted to resentment. There's all kinds of addictions. You can be addicted to adrenaline. You can be addicted to like stress and conflict in your life consistently. And I just feel like there are people around you who are, I feel like we're really going to be calling you out, really going to be giving you the opportunity to evolve, to change, to grow. But you may not necessarily need their 2 cents in order to do that. There's just something about like, how can I show up in my truest authenticity? With you being an Aquarius sun or rising, you have to evaluate that opposition between you and Leo. Leo is the heart, and you are the highest octave of the mind. And so there's something about what's going on with your relationship to willpower, what's going on with your relationship to authenticity, what's going on with your relationship to your drive, to your ambition, the way you take up space, because Mars is going to be in Leo. He's going to retrograde back into Cancer, but he's going to be in Leo for a good while. But while he's there, I feel like you have the opportunity to really see everything for as it is. I am already excited to clarify this over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Come join my ethical cult. It's cool. It's chill. There's no like real Kool-Aid. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok is at JustJEverything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. And you can book with me on the website as well. Or just shoot me a DM. I will get to you when I can. I love that the Ace of Cups is the final card. So the closer we get to Capricorn season, I feel like you're being lured out of your hidey hole, being lured out of your evasion or whatever it is that you're doing. And you're going to be given an opportunity to drop all the bullshit you're holding on to and to grab this cup of love. Some of you are thinking that this cup of love, it may be another person, but I do feel like it starts with self-love. For some of you, this is another person. We'll clarify this, in the plunge, but some of you are going to have the opportunity to let someone emotional, someone soft, someone loving come in and, pour this soothing salve over your wounds, which may lead to a distraction. Or there's like this God-given opportunity to lay your burdens down, to put down the shit that you're like keep trying to like hold on to, and to allow yourself to be refueled, allow yourself to be revitalized, allow yourself to be replenished. I do feel like it's a choice. Are you going to allow yourself to be distracted by other people, or are you going to connect to the God of your understanding, whatever that may be? Are you going to connect with yourself? Are you going to allow the transformation? Like, I would really suggest, if you are in a state of healing, that you do not just jump into a connection, a sexual connection or a relationship with somebody else, because you may end up getting hurt or hurting them. If you are single and have been single for a while, I feel like there is absolutely new love coming in. It may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, probably Scorpio placements. This is something that very much so could be long lasting. If you have been doing your work to recover, I feel like there is a long-lasting, loving relationship coming in. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. But if you have been in quite a destructive place, and if things have been, off the fucking rails, you hear, I don't know if you can hear that, but the sirens just went off. If you have been in a destructive place, if things are fucking chaotic, this is an opportunity for you to fall deeper in love with yourself and with the divine and connect with the divine. And that's what I would really suggest you do. But there's always going to be tests, and so the divine's going to really see, like, yo, are you just going to ignore the fact that you know you need some kind of healing and pour all of your energy into somebody else? Or are you going to, like, come to me? Are you going to come to the are you going to go to the light side or the dark side? That's how that feels. One major arcana coming out in the center of the reading, and it's the Hermit. And I feel like Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Sagittarius really wants you to develop the quality of your alone time. You may have a lot of alone time, but is it quality? What's going on with your relationship to silence? What's going on with your relationship to stillness? Some of you are scrolling too fucking much. Some of you are spending way too much time watching TV. Some of you are spending way too much time with other people or distracting yourselves. And it's just like, what's your mission? Are you still on course? Are you still going in the direction that you thought that you were going in? Have you given up in some sort of way? I feel like the King of Wands really wants you tapping into your willpower, tapping into your shadow. Your shadow, for Aquarius Sun is Leo. If you are an Aquarius rising, your descendant, your 7th house is Leo. And there's something there about authenticity. I don't feel like Aquarians really struggle with authenticity often, but some of you do. And I feel like this is about developing confidence and understanding that confidence comes from competence. And so what do you need to get competent in? Because some of you are still really, like, being very negative. Like, there's lots of, like, self-limiting beliefs or negative self-talk. Your attitude may be off. You may be popping off on people, or like being more sharp than you normally are. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements coming in and being, like, sharp or cold with you, possibly. But I feel like some of you are in a position where someone new is coming in, and your defense, those of you who have been single for a long time, I feel like there is somebody new, somebody of quality that wants to come in, and your defenses are so high, or you've been so used to being alone for so long that maybe there's like a choice. Are you going to choose to stay comfortable in that solitude, or are you going to do your part to do your work, acquire, like, take with you into the future what you've learned from this solitude, and eventually drop these wands so you can grab this Ace of Cups? What is it that you need to do? And you need to be making that decision for yourself, which is why I feel like the Hermit is at the center of the reading. There's something about you learning how to not go to other people and get everybody else's 2 cents. I feel like your mind wants to change profoundly. Like, your connections to other people wants to change profoundly. There's this, it's almost like there's information, internal knowings that you've been running from. And that shit's going to get lit up by the Hermit's lantern, the star in the Hermit's lantern. And so there is this, like, running away from society, or some of you are, really afraid about the dawning of the age of Aquarius. And are you like, do you feel like you know yourself? What's going on with like self-awareness? What's going on with your ability to be with yourself? Can you be comfortably alone? Some of you are in this place of like really recovering from something uncomfortable, something unsettling, but balance is being restored in your life. Some of you may be recovering from somebody that has like narcissistic tendencies, or someone that is, an extreme taker in some sort of way. But the recovery work that you have been doing, I feel like, is absolutely leading you to this brand new cycle of fulfillment and togetherness and forward motion. There will be victory over the obstacles. It's going to take a little alchemy. Both of these cards, denote some alchemies, taking a little sprinkle from here, a little sprinkle from there, and mixing and melding some different elements, different emotions, different modalities, different like lessons together so that you can harness your life in the direction that you want to go. But I feel like it's time for you to figure out, what do you want to be competent in? What is your source of confidence? And is your source of confidence, does it require external validation? Does it require you hearing stuff from other people, or are you able to validate yourself? Okay, if you're dealing with somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, I feel like they're coming up strongly. And depending on your energy, and how you're feeling internally, they may be like skirt, not being a groupie and keeping it moving. There could just be someone, if you're not in the position to move forward, to progress, I feel like the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius is definitely in the position of going in a different direction, or like leaving you in some sort of way. If you're dealing with somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, I don't feel like you're dealing with the full version of this person. This person may be wearing a bit of a mask. They may be trying to be a people pleaser, or they are trying to appear tough, or trying to be hard in some sort of way. And you got to figure out if you want to deal with that or not. I feel like some of you have apologies to give. Some of you are also waiting on an apology, and it's time to really give yourself that recovery, that closure by yourself, in alone time. Some of you, there is an influx of love, creativity, sweetness, artistry, inspiration, revitalization that's coming in. Your cup being refilled, especially after you've been doing the hard work, especially if you've been dealing with a Pisces or a Sagittarius, or if you have Pisces or Sagittarius placements, like in your big three. There is a revitalization that wants to come in, like, it's like stopping at the cosmic gas station and you getting refueled. And I feel like that's the case for all Aquarians. You are getting refueled. It just may look like you getting popped in the mouth and then refueled. And that's not all of you. It's just a matter of Pluto's going to give you an opportunity to be self-made. Pluto's going to give you an opportunity to put the last 9-10 months, last 9-10 years behind you. Pluto is going to give you the opportunity to be fucking reborn. But how much time are you going to spend holding on to the old you, holding on to the old life? And when are you going to get like your card, the star card, and surrender? I love you. I hope to see you over on Patreon, where we're going to clarify all these cards. There's all kinds of astrological content, a tier for daily readings. The links are in the description box below. Let's get into it. And of course, it doesn't work for you because this remote hates. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.